Right, this is a creative group. I'm Paul from a creative group. There's Darren. There's Ray. And we're going to speak about
Heenan's Court.
Heenan Court. Thank you.
So where did you get your information and inspiration for the Heenan's project?
Well, we were approached by Donna King, who's the Director of Services at the hostel, who had been asked by the steering group of the Heenan's redevelopment if we could research a bit of the history of the site and to try and come up with a suitable name for the project. So when we went to research the history of the site, we discovered that it was first bought by a lady called Elizabeth Hastings, who then turned it into a school called the Holy Trinity School, which was a school for underprivileged children whose parents couldn't afford to send them to school. And we then were asked to come up with some suitable names, so we looked at the area, we thought of Lowesmore, we thought of the lady's name and had a combination of names to go with Hastings, like Hastings Court, Hastings Home. But then we looked at the most recent use of the site, which was Heenan Court Social Club, and so the residents themselves chose the name from the list which we provided. We gave them quite a few names to look at, and they decided on Heenan's Court, which I think is a really good name. Ray, we've all got quite interested in the project now, haven't we, as it goes along? What interests you most about it?
I think the history would be a main factor, and the possibility of providing people with a new home in a historical place.
Well, it actually interests me is the fact that they'll be giving people chance to actually get used to getting a start in life again, and having the chance to sort of like get used to being out in the big world again.
So it provides them with another stepping stone,
yeah,
before they go actually into independent living.
Yes, it certainly does. It gives them the chance to restart in life again.
And does that actually appeal to you as a person?
Yes, it actually appeals to me as a person. I'd actually like to get involved myself with it, actually get an offer of one.
So at the end of the film we might actually be filming you going into your own accommodation in Heenan's Court.
Yeah, hopefully you will be.
That would be really good.
Well, for me personally, is I like to see things reborn as such, actually built from what it was to how it's going to be in 2014, which will be a nice thing to step back and actually see develop. And all the Gothic features was very important to me. How years and years go by, you've got people that actually keep them Gothic features and care about them.
So what features have you noticed at the site which you thought were really good to keep?
Well, the first three, what really jumped out at me was the actual three gable ends, which was Gothic gable ends, and which you had to keep by actual law or whatever guidelines you needed to go through, and the windows itself.
How can you recognise them as being Gothic?
You can tell a Gothic building by the shapes and the actual, the way the heart of street and the commitment to detail comes out. You can tell a lot about Gothic.
And you've actually got a background in the building trade. Does that also make you really interested in this project?
It makes me more than interested. It keeps me, well, with situations are today, like not a lot of people actually can get back to the building trade, but this to me is one way of actually keeping in touch with what I used to do many years ago.